Hi, so we're gonna finish our Easter wreaths today. So I've colored my Easter eggs. I hope that you finished coloring yours too. This is how mine turned out. I bet yours are so beautiful too. So what we need to do now is we need to cut out our Easter eggs and glue them onto another piece of paper. So I picked a pink piece of construction paper. You can use whatever kind of paper you want to, okay? Whatever color. Maybe you just want to do it on another white paper. Doesn't matter. So I have two pieces of paper just in case my one paper isn't enough. So that's just in case. So what I gotta do first is I have to cut. So remember, our thumb always looks up at the roof, up at the ceiling. Our thumb goes in the top, our fingers on the bottom. We open up the mouth and we chomp, chomp, chomp. So let's cut out our Easter eggs. I'm going to leave a little bit of white around my Easter eggs just so I don't cut any off, okay? So it's okay if you cut a little bit off. You just do your very best job. All right, so now that we have all of our Easter eggs cut out, we're going to put them in a circle around the paper. We're going to start with our first egg at the very top. Now I'm going to use the one that I decorated all by myself. I chose to do an M in mine. Maybe you wrote Happy Easter in yours, or maybe you wrote your name in yours. I'm not sure what you did. I'm excited to see some pictures though. So we're going to put that one right there. Now, before we glue them, we should probably make sure we can make a circle on the paper. We don't want to glue them and then realize we don't have enough space, or it's too big, or it's too small. We want to test it first. See, so I can move them. See, I have one left and I don't have space for it. So now I know that I can make it a little bit bigger. There. So I want you to notice how my eggs are touching each other a little bit. That's okay, because that's how we're gonna make it fit on the circle, on the one page, okay? So if you want them to be a little bit more spread out, then you can spread them out. But they are gonna touch just a tiny little bit. There, perfect. So what you can do now, before you glue it, you have a couple choices. I'm going to trace just a little circle just so I know, can give me a little bit of an idea where to glue my eggs. I know not to go outside of that line. So now we need to get out our glue and we need to glue on our eggs. So remember, we're not going to glue on the paper all over the place. That doesn't work as well. What we're going to do is we're going to glue the back side of the paper we want to glue onto our other paper. So I'm going to flip it around, go around the outside, and flip it over and push it down so it's nice and flat. Perfect. So let's glue our Easter eggs on our paper. All right, so I have all of my Easter eggs glued onto my paper. Now to make it a wreath, we need to cut that circle that we cut before, so it's in the shape of a circle, in the shape of a wreath. Wow, look at that. So if you want, you can cut out the center too. It's a little bit tricky. My trick for it is I'm going to gently fold my paper in half. And I'm going to take my scissors and cut a tiny little slice. And I'm going to open my paper back up, and I have a little hole here. So I can stick my scissors inside, and I can make small chomps to cut a circle. So it might be a good idea to put a circle with a pen or a pencil on the inside so we know where to cut. Wow, look at that, our Easter wreath. Our next job is going to be to find a ribbon or a string so we can hang it up on our window or our door. So now I found a string. I got a hole puncher, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch a hole right here in my paper so I can put my string through it. Now, if you don't have a hole punch at home, there's a couple different ways we can do this. If you have tape, you can take your string or your ribbon and tape it on the back of your paper like that. So I'm going to just put the hole, there we go. So I have a little hole in the top of my M where I'm going to put in my string. I'm going to tie my knot. So I have 2 strings. I take one side and I cross it over so it makes an X. Now the bottom goes up and through the hole, and I can tie a knot. Beautiful. So then I can tie another knot. I cross them. The one over top goes under, through the hole, and we pull. So as long as you make an X and put the one on top underneath, or the one on the bottom over and through the hole, and pull the pieces, you'll be able to make a knot. So now we get to go and put it on our bedroom door or our window or our house door. I'm so excited to hear about where you decided to hang your wreath. I'll make sure to show you a picture of where I put mine.